Hello and welcome to the Geordie Brothers podcast with myself, Jordan Hunter, my brother.
Yes, Daniel Hunter, I think. Yeah, last time I checked. Daniel. Uh,
Daniel and Jordan, brothers from Newcastle, North Shields to be specific. And we thought about doing this podcast because, we were fucking. I'm down here in London. He's up in fucking. What is it? Hitting the Hill.
Liverpool.
Hitting the
Aye.
Hill. Where that is? What do you know where that is?
Yeah, Sunderland.
Near
Toronto,
Sunderland.
Sunderland. Aye, aye.
So we're not actually, we're both not actually in Newcastle, but we're from Newcastle,
Oh,
born and
yeah.
bred. And, it gives us a chance to fucking talk to each other, which we hardly do
Oh,
anyway.
yeah, exactly.
Other than the odd YouTube link now and again, and the odd music suggestion.
Aye.
Often coming from Daniel, because he's got a better music taste than me. And, I'll give him
If
that.
I do say so myself.
So we've just thought, we'd do this podcast. No one's going to listen to it or watch it, so that's great. And we can just like chat. But we
Mm.
wanted to, if anyone did watch it or listen to it, that struggles with mental health, uh, as much as we do.
It's
um,
great. It really is.
hey,
It's
uh,
brilliant.
we wanted because Daniel is a very good, very sort of good talker and about mental health and his particular experience. I've dabbled in it, but I'm not as good as it as Daniel.
No, no. You've got to practice more.
You're a
You've got to
pro.
practice more to get to my level.
You're an absolute pro, man. Uh,
Aye.
but like he's talked about mental health very bravely and very. I love the way that he's sort of very honest and genuine about his mental health, and we thought it would be good to talk about that more. And if anyone else is sort of can relate or wants to reach out to us, then we have no lives, and we can sort of we're there if you want to talk to us, and you know, possibly we can sort of set up an email or something where you can like
Yeah.
email us and we can get back to you and keep on doing the podcasts. That's the aim anyway. We'll see how it goes.
Aye.
But yeah, we want to sort of be there for people who, or maybe a bit lonely or just suffer mental health in general. Also, we also want to sort of talk about other interesting stuff. Like Daniel's a big fan of darts.
Mhm.
Um, we're big fans of music. We're big fans of films. So we'll be talking about those as well, and also Newcastle United Football Club.
Mm.
So yeah, you got anything to add to that, Daniel?
Well, I just wanted to say, like, podcasts are just like the best way. Um, I mean, they've got me through some tough times. Just listening to podcasts, like it might sound daft, but like you listen to a podcast and you feel like you're like in a conversation with them people. You know what I mean? Like you feel like you're like sort of in there listening to them.
Honestly,
When
Daniel, it's
like when if you ever feel lonely, just stick a podcast on and you're like you honestly it's really good. I love podcasts me, so that's why I thought we could start our own for other people, you know what I mean?
exactly. I couldn't said it better myself. There's many times down here in London I feel lonely. Um, Also like when I'm lying in bed and I can't get to sleep, just
Aye.
having that podcast on where people are talking, uh, it keeps the voices away. The voices in your head that keeps them at bay.
Stops the
Um,
screaming in your head.
Stops the screaming in my head. No, it's just like instead of silence, you've got some people and you sort of tune into their life, and you laugh along with what they're doing, and it is such a comfort in sort of life, and yeah,
Hmm.
as Daniel said, it can get you through stuff, and it can be company for you as well. So we'll
Aye, definitely.
try our best. But going to go ahead into the recently what happened. to us recently. Our good old friend Bo, our dog,
Yeah.
he went and bloody died, which was
Stupid bastard.
a bit fucking, a bit inconvenient, Bo. How are you? A bit
No, no. What's he like?
oh, what you doing? But he went and died on Friday. It's now it's Tuesday, so it's quite fresh still.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and Daniel, he was your dog, wasn't he? He's,
Yeah, I mean, he was the first thing I bought when I first got my job. When I got some money, I thought got a dog. Had him since he was a puppy.
Mhm.
He was coming up to 15 years old. Um,
I
and
thought he was.
I just
Oh, I thought he was 16.
no, I think he was born in late 2009. So he's coming up to 15.
It's a good age.
It is for a dog.
Good
I
age.
mean, if you think about it, it's nearly like 100 in human years. So, he had a good innings, but I just thought he was going to live forever, me.
Oh,
You know
honestly,
what I mean?
he was
So
still chipper, wasn't he? Even towards the end.
um, yeah, I mean, it was just the last day where I knew he was going. Um, because I tried to take him out for a walk, and like he just could hardly walk, and I was like,
Really? No.
"Are you allowed to swear on here?"
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I was
We
just like,
we
"Oh,
we like swearing.
Yeah,
Not
nobody
many
is,
people
man.
listen to this, so it's mainly for us, isn't it?
I was just like, oh, fuck. I knew then, like, because he just,
So it was like
um,
one day, like just
it was the first day, I
day
think it
before.
was. Um, my mum had said, oh, he's been struggling and that. So I took a break from me duty at work. I went to see how he was. I went to try and take him out for a walk. And he was just hobbling around, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" And then when I got back in with him, he just sort of stood there, and he couldn't even like lie down or sit down. So I had to like sort of tip him up so he could just lie down, and he just started like breathing heavily, and that's when I just thought, well, oh shit, this is it,
The end
this
is
is it.
nigh.
So like I rang my mom in tears, saying, "No, he's dying." Um, So she came back from work because I had to finish my duty off.
Daniel's a postman.
Yeah, sorry, I should have said that. I am a
Oh, sorry.
postman, so had to finish my duty. So my mum came from work to look after him. Um, and then he lasted that night, and then it was the following day where my mum rung us when I was at work and just says, "Oh, he's gone," and I was out posting, I just burst into tears. So, it's horrible.
Yeah, and I got the text through, uh, you know, and it's just you read it and it'd been coming for a while, and
Yeah.
the writing was on the wall. We sort of knew he wasn't in good shape, and
Well,
and
yeah, he had like arthritis and that. Like you could tell he was getting old. But
yeah, but he was still like, on the other hand, he was still like, when I took him out last time I saw him a couple of weeks ago, still took him out, he was still like trotting away. And, I thought, this dog's just not dying. I used to make jokes like, when you gonna bloody die? Oh, that's fucking, your time's up, lads. But like, no, he stuck it out because Bo was, he would play games with you, wouldn't he? He would do, and
oh,
he had such he was such a clever dog and also a stupid dog all at the same time.
no, he knew what he was doing. I think he just knew what
He was
he
playing
knew
tricks
how.
on us all the time. You would stand right in front of the remote if you were trying to use a remote. That was one.
Uh,
He would lie in the most inconvenient places, so you had to step over him. if you just if you had food, you know what to do, and just like stare into your eyes. Give us a fucking chip. And I
You
remember,
never.
I remember when we first got him. The, the first thing he did, like we were all excited, you know, it was like, oh look, and he just he went into the living room and he all looked at us in our eyes, and we were just like looking at him like, wow, you're great, aren't you? And he just took a massive shit on the new rug that Mum had just bought, the new expensive rug. It was purple. And that was the first act. That was the first fake little trick that he played on me. He just took a mass, and then we had to obviously bin the rug after that. But no, he was a funny dog. Like I remember, like taking him out, letting him off the lead, and he just would run away and wouldn't come back, and he would be so smart and evading you when you were, and
Oh, I know.
you just make you look like a right fucking tit.
I know. He wouldn't play fetch, would he? He wouldn't. You'd chuck the ball and he wouldn't bring it back. He'd just go to the ball, lie down. So you think, oh, you just have to walk up the one to get the ball back. And then you'd get within like a few centimetres of him and he'd dart off and you'd like,
Yeah,
fuck's sake. I remember I was out on the field for at least like 2 or 3 hours trying to catch him.
Oh, I remember when he fucking. People who were on around the area won't know this, but the field against next to St. Thomas More High School, I was there. I let him off there, and he took us all the way down the bloody timeout pool. I was chasing after him. Absolutely, you know, I thought he was going to die about 3 times, and then he was just he was just bothering people that were walking out of timeout pool, just been for a swim. He was just like outside, just jumping up at them. And then someone one of the workers had to ring like someone because a van pulled up, a dog handler pulled up in a van and had to like help me get him on the lead because he just knew how to like get away from me. So I was just like helpless at this point.
Oh,
Thankfully, that dog handler got him under control.
bloody
No,
nutter.
he was a funny one, and he was a loyal dog, wasn't he? He's bring that back to mental health. When you lived alone, Daniel, he was your companion.
Oh, he got us through it. I mean, I was just so low. I was in a bad place, you know. I was stuck in this shitty flat on my own. I was just, to be honest, I was trying to drink myself to death because I just thought that there's no way out of here.
It
But
was that bad, wasn't it? It was really bad.
yeah, it was. But he stopped us from doing it. I was like, oh well, I can't if he's here. I need to feed him. I need to walk him. I've got a responsibility. Like, and he was all, and he'd always get up on the settee with his, well, I call it a set, well, what, bit of a settee. He'd always get up and just snuggle next to us, you know. Fucking,
Just something there that you know, and often
oh, definitely.
people talk about depression as the black dog. It's actually
He
quite
was a black dog.
it's actually quite it's quite what's the word
Exactly, yeah.
quite funny that a black dog actually helped you through your depression.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, he was a black Labradoodle,
Yeah.
and he was a big fella. And I remember like you managed to get out at one point of your flat, and I think you woke up from a stupor of drinking too much or something, and
Oh,
realized the
God.
door was open and Bo wasn't there.
That's
But
very
then
embarrassing.
we realized because Daniel lived about like in on Norham Road, didn't you? Like about like 30-minute walk away from our house.
From me mum and dad's old house.
Aye.
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say about
No,
15 minutes.
no, yeah, no. I think
But it
it
was
was a
not
long walk anyway. It was a long
a
like
long busy
journey.
road as well. Like he must have had to cross like a busy roads and that. I don't know
Well, that's
how
the
the hell.
thing. Bo like he must have got out and thought, hey, I'm out. He's that bloody bastard just fucking he's passed out. I'm fucking freedom. And then he must have thought, oh fucking hell, where am I gonna go? And he just sort of found his way back. I don't know how. In a dead of night, by the way, at night probably, pitch black, and just the neighbour was sort of told, "Oh, your dog's hanging around outside." It's like, eh, what? He must
I
have
mean,
been just like, "Hello, is anyone in? This fucking daft bastard's fucking let us out." Uh,
mhm.
but
I mean, I shouldn't laugh about that because that's just, I mean, anything could have happened to him. So
well, it's the truth
I'm
though, isn't
just,
it? And
it
these
just
things
shows
happen
that,
when you're in these sort of mental
yeah.
health, dark days. These things can happen.
Mhm.
If you turn into drink, I mean, I, I misuse alcohol in a different way to Daniel. I don't like regularly drink, but when I do, I drink too much and then get myself into
Mhm.
like I stay out too long and yeah, it's
All the
when
stream.
my mental health is bad, I'm feeling a bit all over the place. That can happen and that can lead to like bad stuff happening. So yeah, it's like with mental health, people are affected by it in different ways, and then like different ramifications happen due to that going through it. That's what it is, isn't it?
Aye, well, aye, that's it. People show it in different ways. I mean, like, I think there's just this stereotype of like, oh, if you're depressed, you're just walking around miserable.
Mm. But it's quite
But
opposite, isn't it? Sometimes some
it's
people
opposite. Sometimes the happiest, like, people can seem like the happiest people, like, because they're just putting on a show.
they
Mm.
overcompensate maybe and
Overcompensate.
they try
Yeah, that's
harder
it.
to appear okay in front of other people.
I mean, that's not me. I just show it how
Nope,
it is.
you're
I'm
just
just miserable.
miserable all the time.
Aye. I don't know how to put on an act.
Yeah, good. That's good.
Uh,
Um, but yeah, I mean, drawing back to like going through like what I hear got the text from mom, and it's funny how grief manifests itself differently. Over the weekends, I found myself crying myself,
uh,
like openly crying and being very emotional. Whereas when I got the call that my nana had died, it was completely different. I didn't cry, but
yeah.
I obviously loved my nana and like what I felt in that essence of grief. It was very different in a sense that it was like waves of like over time a wave would come and then time would
Oh,
pass and then another wave will come and it was more long term thing.
aye,
Whereas
yeah.
with Bo, it was a very like immediate reaction and
Mhm.
immediate looking back at photos and just thinking about him and all the years that were spent with him. I mean, a long time with someone, with a dog. That sort of throughout your life, your main events in life, it's been a constant.
No, I know.
And
Yeah,
I actually
having
wrote
this.
a poem. I wrote a poem. I don't know if I should read it because I'll probably start crying, and it's probably not
No,
good.
what this? You're out to cry, man. You'll
Uh,
get the make the most popular podcasts are when people cry on.
Cry, you bastard! Fucking cry! I want some people to be fucking popular. I want to be popular. Fucking cry! Oh no! Get your pain out. I'll just read it because I just wrote it. Like I sort of
Aye,
thought about it. It's not meant to be good. It's just something that sums up what I've just been talking about there.
yeah, yeah.
All right, it's called. I will cry. I'm feeling it coming now. Oh, right. It's called The Black Dog Who Saved My Brother. You passed away at home with my mother's hand on your heart as it made its last beat. You were there for my brother when he felt there was no one else, when he felt the depression, It was a black dog that pulled him through. Years went by, life went by. You were a constant presence, a symbol of home. When I would come in through the door after months away, you were always the first to greet me. You'd go between my legs, and I would rub your back from side to side. We did that for 16 years, from when I was 12 to when I was 28. Now I will miss it for the rest of my life, my old friend Bo. And
Oh, it's
that's that,
beautiful.
it's that, it's actually inaccurate as well because he wasn't fucking alive for 16 years. He was only
Well,
alive for
you
50.
listen, you can always
I'll,
amend it.
I'll change it. I'll change it. It's all right.
Change it.
Not as long as I thought. Fucking hell. Oh, right. So,
Oh, that's really good. That's really good. That.
oh well, cheers. Cheers.
That's beautiful.
Aye. Well, it was just something that I quite like. I don't know how good they are, but I've got loads of poems that I've just written, and
Aye.
it just it sort of helps me sort of cope with big feelings. I think that's a part of mental health as well. Sort of you feel when you feel this overcoming emotion or overcoming feelings, and you need to sort of need a vessel to sort of feel it, to comprehend
Sometimes,
it, to digest it.
sometimes it's easier to write it down than to say them.
Yes, exactly. And
Aye.
it can be a multitude of ways to like try and get that emotion out. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, people self-harm to do that, and people do have other things.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Well,
um, it's
mm-hmm.
it's about finding a healthy way of trying to
So,
figure what you're feeling out.
aye, definitely.
All right, so we've
Yeah.
only got 8 minutes left on this bloody how time has flown. Um,
It's been very happy so far. Like,
it's been very chipper so far. Let's ruin it with trying to be funny. uh, so, is there anything you want to talk about to do with darts, Daniel?
darts. Well, I just want. I mean, I don't know if you've seen, but there's this lass called Bo Greaves, right?
Oh,
I, she's called Bo. Aye, aye.
hey, there you
Bo.
go. From one ball to another.
Have you not heard of her before? Bo
No,
Greaves. Last,
no ball.
honestly, I don't know. She's quite young. I don't know how old she is. Like, I think she's early 20s, right? And I think she's gonna like take over like she's gonna be like one of the top players even in the men's game.
Jesus.
Just unbelievable. She's just played in like it's called the Modus series. I mean, I don't know, I don't know. It's called the Modus Super Series where like I mean they play like every day from morning till night. It goes on for ages.
Right.
And so obviously, honestly, man, she was averaging like friggin' 114, 115.
Jesus
I've
Christ.
never seen out like it. And she's like a young lass. Like, obviously, on our like darts, people say, oh, darts, well, men and women should just be the same. It's just chucking a dart. But that's obviously not the case because women have never been anywhere near as good as men
Mm-hmm.
when you look back. But she's just unbelievable. So I just wanted to mention her because,
Oh wow, I'll check that out. Like, I mean, I won. No, I lost some money on the darts. I put a bet on. Oh no, I won. Did I win? Yes, I think I did. Yeah, I won a bet on the darts the other week. I put a few bets on the
was it
Premier
Premier
League.
League then?
I won about fucking 12 quid. But yeah,
Yeah.
not. I'm not. Daniel's a big darts fan. I'm not as. I used to beat him all the time. Like,
I'll let you win. I'll let you win.
but yeah, yeah. Daniel, you've been playing for years, haven't you? You're probably into your darts.
I've been playing for years and years. Still shit, but
So you've got quite a, would you say, an encyclopedic knowledge of darts?
I would say that. I mean, I can name like every world champion there's ever been. So, and I
Well,
can,
that's just that's just the
I
surface.
think if I was to ever go on mastermind, it would definitely be my specialist subject. But you've got to answer the general knowledge, and that would just fuck us. So, uh,
Moving on. Music. We're dead into our music, so can we just have like a taste of what you've been listening to, or like if like a song that you would recommend the viewers maybe this week or so.
um,
If you like when you like a song, you listen to it. Is there one of them this week? This week or
uh, oh, um, I can't say there's been one just this week lately,
right.
but I've just got to. I mean, it's still everything. Everything at the minute. That new album's just absolutely
Everything is
brilliant.
everything. Everything.
Yeah, that's they're just consistently brilliant. I don't know why they're not more recognised. They're the
Yep.
best band in this country at the minute.
I, I
Um,
I could agree with that. I could agree with that. I'm a big fan myself.
um, that new album's just one of the best I've ever listened to. To be honest, Mountainhead. My favourite songs has to be City Song.
Oh,
It's
aye,
very,
that's probably
it
my favorite.
always gets to us that it's a brilliant. It's very good.
They've got
So,
very emotive. They've got some emotive songs, haven't they?
oh,
Ah,
yeah.
the Peaks.
Oh,
Talk about crying. Okay, now. Yeah.
hey,
All
what
right.
about you? You
Let's.
got
Got a
anyone?
couple. Sorry.
Couple of minutes left.
A couple of minutes left. A little segment that I'm going to introduce. The little things that get on your tits. So
Oh,
if there was a proper production, they would have like a jingle. The little things that get on your tits. Now, um, the little things that get on your tits. Um, I'll have one this week. People walking past when people walk past you, when you're walking down the street and people walking like the opposite way, they're slightly too close. It seems to me sometimes. There's like why there's the pavement's quite
oh,
big.
not this man.
If
Not,
someone's walking the other way, I'm on right over here. So why
like
you just
you're like on the curb, walking on the curb, and they're like, honestly, that's just my heading.
honestly, it gets me like proper anxious. Like they're walking too close to me, and I, I just want them to like do it. So I just like fucking
Especially in London, because you just feel like they're gonna try and mug you or something.
oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that was mine. Have you got any yourself?
Well, one off the top of my head, just because I'm having to take the bus a lot these days. It's just these kids that get on the bus and that they're sitting right opposite each other, but they've got to talk. Oh, all right, they've got to talk loud like this. We're just sitting right opposite each other, but we've got to, blah, blah, blah.
Listen here,
Shut up.
listen here, Toby, you fucking little digger. Listen to how my fucking voice is. Fucking cry. You can hear what I'm saying. Fucking quiet down, will you?
Playing music out loud on the bus as well.
I think everyone can agree with that one. Like, oh, honestly, I hate. I
That's
can't
right.
stand buses. Honestly,
Honestly,
that's a
it's
good
just
one.
most kids these days, man, they're just arseholes.
Yeah, yeah. That's children covered arseholes.
Arseholes. Don't have
I
them.
agree. I agree with that one. And also people that sit at the bar, but there's seats
Yes.
available at, like somewhere else, but they sit at the fucking bar. So you have to like fucking
You've
get
got a
by.
nut
It's like,
in. Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
can I just have a drink over this fucking Glen here that's just sitting there? I'm breathing down his neck because I'm trying to have a fucking wait, barmaid. Can I have a pay and Guinness? Because I'm about 4 feet away from you. Get away from the bar, man. You're in
Shouldn't be
the
allowed.
way.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Honestly. Right, we're
Never
gonna have to
mind.
wrap it up there.
Right.
Don't know what to do saying that, but these things should be longer. But I enjoyed that. Uh,
Oh, sorry that. Yeah.
so
Got a
we'll
few
try and
things off our chest.
right.
Got a few things off our chest.
Yeah. But thanks for listening, and
Bye.
It's goodbye from me
Goodbye from him.
and you.
And
There you go. We could do that every time. Little thing, little thing. All right. See you later, Daniel.
see you later, right?
All
Good to
right.
speak to you.
Good to see you. Good to see you.